So I think now is a pretty great time to start working on the city. As you can see, I kind of have some pathing started, but we have our ruined city over here, which we'll just go check out. And yeah, so one of our goals is to rebuild this city and restore it to its former glory. So I have some plans laid out. I will flash those up on screen. And yeah, we're gonna start working towards that. Making this a little bit less overgrown and a little more like a town. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do is that I want to put a pond feature kind of in the middle of all of this. And unfortunately the only way to really do that without using dev mode is to connect to the ocean or a stream or a lake and kind of run a line to where you want it to be and build from there. Yeah, if you dig at the edge of a stream or water or anything, the water just fills in. So we're gonna have to make a straight line over there. Okay, we have the little connector over on the east here, which I thought would be kind of fun if we built a bridge over top. So, our bridge tile, there it is. That way we can connect our little base area with our city that we are working on rebuilding. So there it is, ta-da, a bridge. And I'll have to extend the path here. You guys can see it connects up with our base. And then we roll on over here. I have made all the main path connectors. So just kind of getting the land cleared and ready for that. Got the little water area, which will spruce up in a bit. And otherwise, yeah, kind of the main connectors here, all the way around our little city. So I guess the next part is we'll start working on some builds. And I think what better build to start on than a Pokemon Center. So let me double check here. Yes, this is the right one. So our Pokemon Center is going to be going in this area here. Just have a nice little building. Very classic. So I'll catch up with you guys when we start building that. Okay, and we got the exterior of our Pokemon Center as labeled. It's a little funky, just the way you have to have a lot of roof and not a lot of wall in order for house space to be kind of what you want. That's a little awkward, but anyways, works well enough, so I'm gonna start working on the interior. And yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like at the end. Okay, we've got our Pokemon Center, complete with Blissey and everything, because when I was flying around earlier I found a Blissey, and they just happened to be a friendly Pokemon. And I thought it'd be really cute to kind of have a Blissey there, because you can't really have a Nurse Joy. So, yeah, this is our little Pokemon Center, complete with the couches you can sit on, complete with Jigglypuff, and of course the PC storage. So yeah. Got our one building done here. The chimney going. I do like the chimneys because they do add that little smoke particle effect, which is really cute, honestly. So, quite a fan of that. So yeah, got our little Poke Center area. I guess next up, I'll probably spruce up the village area a little bit, or at least start to. And then yeah, I'll start some next building and I'll show you guys when I make some progress on that. And the next building we have is the gym, the Forest Haven Gym, which is a very big, impressive looking building, and as we can all guess, it's a grass gym. So, complete with our Bulbasaur, because this area was filled with the Venusaurs prior to me building here. So I figured it'd be a good way to kind of pay homage to the Venusaurs that were here. So we have our little Bulbasaur roaming around. I wish there was kind of a more grassy floor tile. Unfortunately, there is not, so we have this one. I do like the wallpaper though. The wallpaper kind of reminds me of like a sky, which is neat. So that's from Smeargle. Good old Smeargle. Sit on the bush. So yeah, that is the Forest Haven Gym. Another building down. On to the next one. Alright, and here's our next building. It is the Mart. So yeah, you come in here, and first floor is reception. So, you know, ideally there would be somebody standing here. I do also like that you can see our Poke Center from here. Kinda cool. And you go up, and we have second floor, which has supplies. It's too bad you can't really put anything on the tables. It'd be really fun to put, like, some of the dolls or, you know, some objects on the tables, but unfortunately they have to be a little bare, so, you know, our Mart's just a little low stocked right now. And come up here, third floor has housewares, so everything you could ever want for your house, for the kids, for the adults, for everybody. And lastly, we have kind of just a hangout area. If there were vending machines, I'd put them here, but instead we have kind of these bookshelves, and just a place that you can relax after a hard day of shopping. So yeah, that is our Mart. Fun little build. And yeah, we'll move on to the next building. Okay, and the next building we have here is the farm. So, kind of a nice little farm building here, just cozy little area, nothing too major. And then you head out to the side, and you have the little farm fields growing here. So, yeah. Just thought it'd be kind of fun to do more of these kind of row plantings. I did this on my other series when I first played on YouTube. Just kind of these cute fence rows, and I like the way they look, so figured we could recreate that and have a little farm. Also a good way to show off that you can indeed have side doors, back doors, front doors, whatever you want. When you're building, in this tile right here, you would just plop down a door, and it'll fill in like where the roof and stuff is supposed to go. And yeah, you can have side doors, down doors, up doors, whatever you want. So if we take a look at our map here, we're getting close. We have kind of two more main areas for buildings and then sprucing up the rest of the town. So I'll probably carry on to some of the other buildings. Okay, and we got our two little kind of townhouses all done here. Just simple little buildings. You can see the other one from here. Got beds, got a little bit of decoration. And you can kind of see a little bit of, I think that's our Poke Center, isn't it? Yeah. So you can see the Poke Center from that one. And I guess you can't see it from here, but when I was standing in that corner, you could see just the smidge corner of the gym too. which is always fun. And yeah, got a little garden and all that for the people here. So that leaves us with one more kind of building area, which is just down this way. We have this last little bit of land, and then just a little bit more cleaning up around the village here, and then I think we could probably call it done. So I'll work on that, and I'll catch up with you guys in a second here. And here's the final little building. Just another little house. Another place to live in. You can see the tippy corner of the farmhouse up there. And yeah, so I'm just going to spend the last little bit here kind of adding a few more fences and kind of villagey things. And I will do a grand tour when I'm all done here. Okay, you guys ready for the grand tour of Forest Haven City? So, start out, we have our gym, which we visited not too long ago, but here it is again for everybody's viewing pleasure. Bulbasaur's still there. Then you carry on, we've got some nice little townhouses. Just quaint little living arrangements for people. Some gardens, some nice areas. We have our pond feature in the center of town. We have the classic, the Pokemon Center, complete with Blissey to heal our poor, weary Pokemon and travelers. And some nice little pathways. And of course the shopping mart with all its items. Too bad there's not more items, but you know, maybe in future updates. Then we loop around. We have another little area. Just a nice little house for somebody to live in. And lastly, we have the farm building. Huge building out in the countryside, which probably supplies all the food to town. That would be my guess. Because they gotta be getting food from somewhere. So yeah, that's our city. You can check it out on the mini-map too. Looking pretty darn nice compared to what it used to be. So, I'd say we can consider this goal complete. Which leaves us with one more goal to do. Everybody's favorite. It's to go and find Mewtwo. Now, I do have the benefit of knowing where the dungeon is, and I also have the benefit of knowing where the key for the dungeon is. Which happens to actually be really close to the dungeon. So, I'm just going to make sure my spawn point is set. And then we are going to take a bit of a fly. Go on a little adventure. Go past our beautiful little city again. I'm quite pleased with how it turned out. Might have to do more of these in the future. These kind of little town areas. They're quite a lot of fun to do. Especially decorating kind of the outer parts, like making all these little flowered areas and fences and whatnot. Super fun. Okay. So we want to skirt along the desert. And go south, south, and more south again. Because our dungeon just so happens to be at the very bottom of our map. Oop, yes, and we have that area too. We'll check that area out in a sec. Actually, I guess we should do this first. This one, unfortunately, it was a custom tile that I put down, and I don't think you can walk on it, so I did have to fix it to make sure you can walk on it. because I really wasn't sure if you were going to be able to. Also, wow, hi Dragonite, you guys have been busy. Yeah, so you guys can see I can't actually walk on this, which is a little bit unfortunate. Is that a Hitmontop? Oh no, that's a Mantine. Okay. So yeah, we've got this little forest area. It was cooler before I had to destroy it, but hopefully in the future they make these tiles, these custom ones, something that you can walk on. Because they did have some pretty cool custom tiles that went with these, but they looked fairly unfinished, so we'll see. But yeah, this is where our secret key is, which is good. We do need that. Yeah, you can't even walk in the grass. Because if we just hop over this way a little bit... Ooh, it's gonna be nighttime too. Extra spooky. But yeah, just over here... Well, it's gonna be a little hard to see the tiles, but this is the kind of dark gray tiles. I am also curious what spawned here. For all intents and purposes, this should be a Dusk Stone. It is. Okay, I thought... That's interesting. Because I thought... Oh, that's weird, because the one I filled in is a different style of the cursed soil. So I wonder if this lighter toned one is the only one that can spawn Dusk Stones. And that's maybe why my gravestone... Oh, jeez. Alright, fight me. That's maybe why my gravestones that I built haven't been spawning Dusk Stones. It might just be the wrong style of soil. Because you can't actually choose, so... Alright, Mirror, you wanna just, yeah. Good. Yeah, ghosts don't really scare me anymore. I have Mirror. And yeah, here's our dungeon. Complete with all custom tiles around it, which was very fun. Had to make sure I didn't accidentally hit the mansion because you can't restore that once you've destroyed it, so, you know. We'll see if this loads in properly. It sure won't, okay. So let's load in from here. Yeah, there we go. Get our fog effect. So yeah, we have our dungeon just way down south, very south end of the desert, and this is the tip of the big island that we're on. So if you guys are looking for the dungeon, well, here it is, all the way down here, and the secret key is just over in this grove. So yeah, we have some spooky field area. Lots of spooky tiles. I want to see if this grass spawns ghosts. Okay, it does. So it is counting as cursed grass as well. Some of the custom placed grass behaves a little weirdly, so I never really know what to expect when I run through it. Well, that's a lot of experience for Mirror, alright. You go, bud. We do need you. Yeah, okay. So let's hop back over here. Before we do the secret... not really secret, it's the mansion. Before we do the mansion, we should probably set up a small little base here. Just kind of a little rest house, if you want to call it that, so maybe we'll set that up on the beach here. Cut down some of this grass, plop a little house on it. We'll put a teleporty pad too, but I definitely did not bring a teleporter, so whoops, my bad. Okay, so we got our little hut area. Kind of just a bed and a storage, just in case we need it. And yeah, the only thing we got left to do is take on the mansion. So that's what we'll be doing next.